Frankfurt, they came out with so many goals. Was it 5 goals to 1 or how many goals? But I don't know what actually happened against Brentford. But Brentford have sworn in their community sports stadium. Any big club that goes there struggles. You remember Manchester United lost there. Chelsea drew over there. And when it came to the likes of Arne Slot and his men, I don't know, 3 goals to 2. Brentford give it to them, woto. What do you think? The likes of Alexander Isak, Ekitike, Mo Salah, Vitz, name them. What Van Dijk? What is going on? Liverpool, Gravenberch. I don't know. Is it the rhythm? Last week we talked about the rhythm of Liverpool. That maybe the likes of Alexander Arnold have actually left the club, and he was so crucial to that team. He was so crucial to that club. The rhythm is not so well, so Mohamed Salah is not getting that kind of services he needed, or the supply that he needed to score more goals. Mohamed Salah has been silent. Alexander Isak, who got there, has been silent. Ekitike, who got the goals few days back, he becomes silent. What is really going on? Cody Gakpo became silent. So who is going to be scoring the goals for Liverpool? And his slot right now, I don't know. I don't know what is happening. Even the game against Chelsea, he changed formation. It's still not working. Guys, what do you think Anislot should do to keep Liverpool back? Because a club like Liverpool, to get that Premier League last season and to come back this season to struggle in the beginning of the league, I can't think far, guys. I can't think far. A lot of people are saying, oh, because Jurgen Klopp actually set up the team for him last season. He came and took a formidable team, and then he was able to get something from the boys. But this season, it's like he's using his own boys, because Liverpool spent over 40 million. 40 million. Did I say 40 million? Sorry, guys. 400 million. 400 million in the transfer window, but yet it still looks like they are sinking under the table. What is going on, guys? Is it the fault of the coach? Is it the fault of the players? Or what actually happened? The tragedy that happened with the club? Well, let's see what is going to happen. If you think Liverpool will turn around the tables, let me know your opinions. If you think Liverpool can turn Everton, let me know for sure, because this is absolutely massive of a club. And when they are struggling like this, I just don't get it. But the Gunners, Arsenal, Arsenal is doing quite perfect, because believe me, the performance is not quite okay, because the fans are satisfied. They are satisfied that the points are coming, but in performance wise, the London Derby, the 2 subsequent London Derby they have played, is just struggle and got that goal out. And well, as a good club, like Alex Ferguson always said, your defenders win you trophies, and your strikers get you the goals. And so if the Gunners are able to get the points, I think it's okay. They have extended the lead. Manchester City lost their game, 10th game. Their 10th game so far. They just lost it to Aston Villa in the Villa Park. But Arsenal have they've took the horns into their mouth, and they are blowing it. Hoo-haw, hoo-haw, hoo-haw. And right now, do you think Arsenal is favorite of lifting the trophy this season, because for the past 20 years or 25 years or 22 or 21 years now, Arsenal have not actually touched the trophy. Do you think it's Arsenal year? Because right now they are picking the points, even though the performance have not been that much. Guys, Eberechi Eze got that unique goal for them. He couldn't even celebrate it because his former club, he got that goal, and I think that was the winner of the game. Guys, what do you make up of Arteta and his boys? I think kudos to them. When others are falling, they are rising. But one thing for sure, I don't know whether I can believe that Arsenal can win this trophy, but they need to prove me otherwise, because subsequent season you give your heart to them, and at the end of the day, full of disappointment. Arsenal, please, Arteta and the boys, please, the fans have waited for so long, and this time round you have proven that you can make it, because against Fulham it was the goal came, 3 points, whoom. And Liverpool lost their game. This time round against Crystal Palace, who have been tremendously performing like any other club, big club this season. And Eberechi got that goal for Arsenal and 3 points. Liverpool lost. City lost. Chelsea lost. Remember, Tottenham lost last week. But then this week, they were able to get it happen. So Arsenal, please, I beg. Arteta, I beg. Let's make it happen this season. Either Champions League or Premier League trophy, whichever way you make it. Not Carabao, not FA Cup, but Champions League or League Cup. Because Arteta has been there for 5 years, so he should be able to do something about it. But guys, what is happening to Wolves? We know Wolves are struggling, but then it's like investors are whooping in. Investors want to take over Wolves. Even though the owner said Wolves is not for sale, they are struggling in the bottom of the league table. But then, I've even at a point, I understand the news coming on 400 million offer from a businessman from United States of America, and the owner still said no, the club is not for sale. They are struggling, but it's not for sale. That is what is coming. So guys, if you think Wolves should be sold in order for them to get better, let me know. Other than that, relegation is just getting on their eyes like flashes. It's flashing on their eyes like this, because I can't think far as Wolves, all Jack of Wolves getting or being on the bottom of the league table. I cannot think far. Guys, let me know your opinions on their struggles. Is it because Konya left the club, or maybe something? Is it a financial situation, or the new coach and the boys are not actually mingling that much? Let me know your opinions, guys, because I can't think far for sure. I cannot think far with Wolves. Guys, something happened, and I don't know what could just Nottingham Forest, Sean Dyche, after sacking Ange Postecoglou. Yes, after last week game, he was sacked immediately after the game. Sean Dyche has been appointed. So I think, yes, Sean Dyche is one of the hardcore coaches in Premier League. When you talk of coaches who maintain their momentum, who maintain their style of play, like big clubs suffer under their hands, he's one of them. But then I thought Sean Dyche could have taken the club, even though this is his first game. You cannot judge him on that. According to him, most of the players still find it very difficult, especially the Brazilian players. They still find it very, very difficult to get his tone, the way he speaks. But then they are learning gradually. I don't know. That is the reason why they lost the game against Bournemouth. Or we all know Bournemouth is no-go area. Even their home, they worry big clubs. Not to talk of Nottingham Forest. Sean Dyche lost his first game against Bournemouth. So Bournemouth won that game by 2-0. My problem is, yes, the style of play, Sean Dyche's style of play haven't kicked off yet. But he's that kind of player. I think his best formation is 4-4-2. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comment section. Sean Dyche best formation is 4-4-2, and sometimes he doesn't defend that much. But then 4-4-2, he always makes sure with his defense and midfield compact, very very compact. Find it very difficult for clubs to, and he like quick counter-attacking transitional football. So big clubs find it very difficult. But then his subsequent clubs, when he moved to Everton, it didn't work that much. When he moved to this club, let's see how it will happen for Sean Dyche. Guys, let me know your opinions about Nottingham Forest game this weekend. It didn't actually work with Nottingham Forest that much for sure. Guys, Aston Villa, this is their third consecutive win in the Villa Park. Yes, they too didn't start the league very well. They were doing well in the European competition, but then when it comes to Premier League, they didn't start very well. Unai Emery and his men has been absolutely I don't know how to say it, but then this time they give it to Pep Guardiola and his men. Don't get me wrong. Pep Guardiola and his men are not yet out of the title challenge. People don't mention Manchester City. They don't get Manchester City involved, but watch out for City. Pep Guardiola and his men. Even though they lost to Aston Villa, 1-0. Yeah, it's a slip, and anyone can slip once in a while. But then, hey, Aston Villa made it happen. And Pep Guardiola, this is his 10th match he has lost. For the past 10 matches, he hasn't lost single one of them. This is the first one. So kudos to him. I'm sure he's not gonna be happy, but then this is a loss. Or we all know that City will still bounce back into the Premier League table. The Ghanaian darling boy, Mohamed Kudus had his third goal. Had a third goal for Tottenham yesterday. Tottenham scored 3 goals. He had the third goal for Tottenham yesterday, and believe me, it was Everton. No other. We all know David Moyes and his men. They are very, very, very difficult to play against, even at their own home in the new sports stadium. Everton is playing now on. It's very, very difficult for teams to clash against Tottenham, but then not Everton. But then Tottenham made it happen. And guys, I don't know what you think. This absolutely beautiful game for Tottenham. But then let me know your opinions on the results of Premier League this weekend, because things are really, 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 really happening here. And for sure, let me know what you think. Latest news for sure. Arne Slot sent crisis warning to concern Liverpool legend. So Arne Slot is worried about the crisis that is happening right now. So he has sent the warning concern by Liverpool legend. We all know who they are talking about. So Dortmund boss Kovac insists the ball just won't go in for struggling Guresi. Guresi actually missed some opportunity for sure, and hey, we all know what actually happened over there. And guys, we will talk about Lamine Yamal's situation with Real Madrid in the El Clasico in just a moment. But then, what is happening? What Lionel Messi enter Miami contract means for 2026 World Cup involvement. So there are reports about Lionel Messi new contract with Inter Miami, how it will affect the Club World Cup and his involvement. So guys, we'll give it to you details for sure when we get the time. For sure. What to expect? Because I think a lot of things actually happen for sure. But then El Clasico, the most entertaining La Liga game in the world of football. The crisis. You know, in the beginning, I thought it was just gonna end smoothly. I thought a lot of goals were gonna be involved because looking at Barcelona for 12 games, five games, they've scored 12 goals. Yes, 5 games, 12 goals prior to this El Clasico. Real Madrid, 5 games, 12 goals. So I was expecting that last time out, this clash produced a lot of goals. Even though 3 goals is not that bad. But I expected more goals in this El Clasico. I don't know what happened. Real Madrid score. Then it was VAR involved, offside for Kylian Mbappe. Even though they got a penalty first, VAR involved, it was cancelled. Kylian Mbappe scored first goal, it was cancelled. Then I thought, yes, this is a good game for Barcelona with the high line. Maybe you could say Hansen Flick was not on the touchline for Barcelona. That is the reason why they lost the game. But then, guys, we all know Barcelona performance this season hasn't been the way we knew them last season. Yes, they lost to Sevilla. Then El Clasico, they lost. When was the last time Barcelona lost game like consistently? Under Hansen Flick or Hansi Flick, whichever way you know. Let me know what you think about the performance of Barcelona in the El Clasico. Yes, even though they had the ball possession, Barcelona had a lot of ball possession. It's normal because Hansen Flick formation, high line technology is working. But a lot of clubs are now reading into the meaning of his formation. If you are playing high line, then strikers run behind the high lines to get the offside track broken. And for sure, Real Madrid, yesterday, I could see the determination of the boys. I could see that Real Madrid wants they needed to fight, and they have won the fight. But some fans are saying that Real Madrid won that game because of Lamine Yamal conversation, what he said prior to the game. Guys, do you think that was the reason why? Or Alonso tactical decision, his tactical mystery, actually won the game for Real Madrid? Let me know your opinions for sure, because as at this moment, before I move on for sure, let me just get in and give you that comments that is coming on before we move on to that formation, what happened the game, during the game, before the game, and after the El Clasico. Every details of, we are going to give it to you for sure. So stay tuned if you are still with us. Sita, my only Sita. The only politician for me, I only know for sure. And Sita said, "Doctor, I think my Man U shirt must be removed from the closet." No. United is coming like Kakai. Sita, don't remove it. Let it be there. You will enjoy that shirt later on because the terror of Amorim is coming. Believe me, you Sita, the terror of Amorim is coming. You know, Manchester United, the players are now believing. They are now believing Amorim's system. And they are now believing the consistency. They now believe that they can win anything. So don't remove that shirt. Sita, let it be hanging there. Man U, Manchester United. Well, Sita is, but hey, Man United will come back. I have Scare Crow. If I pronounce the name wrong, please let me know in the comment section for sure. He gave kudos. Thank you very much for coming on board for sure. He said at highlights. Yeah, thank you very much for coming for sure. Guys, let me know what you actually think. But Real Madrid, before the game, I think Lamine Yamal said, Real Madrid is a cheat. I'm not the one. It's all coming from me. I'm talking about before the game. That Real Madrid is a cheat. And they complain a lot about referees, about whatever. He was 17 years, or he was underage when he went there and had a brace at they score against Real Madrid 4-0 when he was a teenager. And right now, he has grown. According to Lamine Yamal, not me. It's not TopAfric that is saying it. Lamine Yamal said it, and Real Madrid players didn't take it lightly. They didn't take it lightly. The likes of, Vinicius Jr., the likes of, Carvajal, they didn't take it lightly because these are Madristas. When we say Madristas, the Madristas will understand that Madrid, they complain about referees. I'm not the one saying it. Is it true? Guys, let me know. If you're a football fan, you know what, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. That Madrid complain a lot about referees and they are cheat. Madrid is a cheat. They cheat. And it makes Madrid players very furious. So they told him, after winning against Barcelona 2-1, they told him that he talked a lot. That Lamine Yamal, you are a small boy, you talk a lot. You talk a lot. I'm not the one saying it. Neither am I a Madrid fan, nor am I a Barcelona fan. What was said in the park or in the field of play, that I am saying to you. Lamine Yamal couldn't do anything in that El Classico. He underperformed because a player like Carrasco or what was the name? Stop Lamine Yamal from performing. Lamine Yamal underperformed in El Clasico for the first time because Madrid players made him, I can't say useless in the game. He actually had a glimpses, but yet it wasn't that enough. It wasn't that Lamine Yamal football that we used to know. He's a fantastic boy. He has that talent. He had that skill. But then what he said hurt him in Bernabeu. That according to Real Madrid fans, said that a university of football club like Real Madrid and Bernabeu as a classroom, you don't say too much when you are coming there. Is it true? I don't know. But Lamine Yamal didn't perform very well. So after the game, they told him, yeah, you are a small boy. You talk a lot. Now do it on the pitch. You don't do it outside the pitch. That you don't talk too much outside the pitch. Yes, Carvajal went to him, and that Madrid El Clasico clash, that momentum, that conundrum, that intensity, that fight started even after the game. And the likes of Mbappe and Kodjen. But one thing you should understand is Mbappe had his 12th goal in the La Liga. 12 goals because he had 11 goals or 10 goals. I can't remember. 10 goals or 11 goals before the game, and he has scored again. So he had his 11th goal in La Liga. and probably he is vying for the golden boot. What do you make up of his performance yesterday? He scored and then it was overruled, and he still came back to get the first goal for Real Madrid. But the man dems, Jude Bellingham. What do you think about this English international? His first season, he was fantastic. He scored back-to-back with El Clasico. But last season, he was the form, players, sometimes they find it very difficult to keep that consistency of a form. Last season, it wasn't that okay for Jude. But then, yesterday, he scored the winner for Real Madrid. He made it so simple. So simple for Real Madrid. What do you make up of his performance? I think, yes, the likes of Camavinga, Tchouaméni in the midfield, they did very, very well. And I think they overperformed than Pedri and also De Jong midfield for Barcelona. I am not the one saying this. The statistics show Barcelona had ball possession than Real Madrid. But hey, Real Madrid always had the chance of scoring. They always score. They always had the expected goals. When you watch the game, you know what I'm talking about. Expected goals. Real Madrid was always having expected goals than Barcelona. Now you could see midfield affairs, yes. Tchouaméni, the pair of Tchouaméni and Camavinga was absolutely incredible for Real Madrid. But then De Jong and Pedri, when we talk about tiki-taka football, yes, you can't take them out for sure. But then Vinicius Jr. didn't make me, he didn't actually make me feel in that game. I didn't actually like what he did in the game. After being substituted, then he was furious. I don't know, but he was furious. He went straight to the dressing room. I don't know what happened. Maybe he had advised himself and actually came back to the pitch for sure, because no coach will accept that. No coach will accept that. And his actions speaks that, like, yes, that is one of the reasons why the Ballon d'Or, on my opinions, not any other opinion, that was one of the reasons why Vini couldn't get that Ballon d'Or, because of his actions in the pitch and off the pitch. Because sometimes as a skillful player, as a star, you also need to humble yourself. But yesterday, once again, Vini didn't humble himself after Alonso gets him that substitute. So for sure, when you look at Mbappe posture with his substitution yesterday, you can understand the maturity between Mbappe and Vini. Don't get me wrong, Vini is not bad, but then the attitude. If I were Alonso, he could have, the disciplinary action should have been taken against him. Even though he came back, it should have still taken against him. But then, guys, what did he say? After the game, he said, to Madristas, you should know that sometimes during the game, before the games, and after the games, some actions being taken, and it's not our fault. It's not our fault. Sometimes we do it, and afterwards, if those actions, we either become like remorseful about it, or we become satisfied with it. So I don't know whether it was an apology to Madrid fans, the Madristas. I don't know if it was an apology or it was a statement. Maybe the fans will differentiate that. If you are a Madrid fan, let me know your opinions about that in the comment section for sure. Guys, if you are a Madrid fan, let me know your opinions about that for sure, because I still don't know what is going to happen. I still don't know what is going to be going on for sure. But Guys, before we conclude or before we move on, Bundesliga. Bundesliga. Bundesliga also happened on Saturday and Sunday for sure. And guys, I don't know how you term it, but then things are happening. RB Leipzig, they are coming like Kakai. RB Leipzig, this weekend, 6-0 away from home. I don't know any other club that scored that much in Premier League. 6 goals this season. No, I don't think any club have scored that goals in Premier League. That's why Bundesliga is one of the exciting league as well. So RB Leipzig won their game against Augsburg in 6-0. The likes of Frankfurt, who lost their Champions League game against Liverpool in so many goals, have also won 2-0 at home against St. Pauli, the Hamburg team. This season, what is happening with St. Pauli? St. Pauli this season, what is going on, St. Pauli fans? What is going on? It's like they are not actually performing like the way they were doing it last season. Is it because Hasfal is in once again? But then it looks like this weekend it wasn't just good for the Hamburger teams. The Hamburger teams. Hasfal also lost at home to Wolfsburg, 1-0. I'm actually surprised that Hasfal is losing at home. I'm not happy with Hasfal. What is going on, guys? What is going on? Bayern. You know, Bundesliga, Bayern, I don't know, this season, it's not only Bundesliga. I think in Champions League and all competitions, Bayern, they are coming in different style. I didn't believe that company could do such a massive work for Bayern Munich. Vincent Kompany changed the dynamics of Bayern this season. I think they are scoring goals. They are playing beautiful games. And the intensity this season, wow. Wow. Bayern Munich. Wow. And the darling boy, Musiala, he's coming back. Watch out. He has started training. I don't know when Vincent Kompany will feature him. But then, guys, watch out for Bayern in Musiala coming back as well. If you have the likes of Musiala, you have the likes of the darling boy himself, goal scorer, the goals machine, Harry Kane, and you have Olise. What else do you need? What else do you need? Will Jackson come in and make it? Jackson will always come in as substitute to make his debut. But guys, what do you make up of Bayern performance this season? They are so fantastic this season. Their dynamics of football, the system, the beautiful game, the kind of tactics they use this season is in the second stage of Vincent Kompany. I think I'm falling in love with his project in Bayern Munich. Guys, let me know your opinions for sure, because Vincent Kompany is making it happen. Dortmund have also won their game this weekend, 1-0 against Köln. Let me know what you think about it as well, because hey, it looks like this weekend the investors, fellow investors, I mean the bettors, they didn't actually get it that much, because some said Bayern could score 2 goals, 3 goals, but then it didn't work out. Guys, let me know your opinions. If you win your bet with Bundesliga, let me know your opinions for sure. Guys, it's absolutely incredible for sure. And when you look at the Premier League table, something is looking differently this time around. Arsenal is leading the table, the Gunners, with 22 points. 22 points. 4 points clear from Bournemouth. Yes. 4 points clear from Bournemouth. I told you, Bournemouth this season, watch out. They are doing fantastic, very fantastic. They are doing absolutely massive, incredible performance for sure. And they are in the second position of the Premier League. who see it coming. But do you think they could play Europe this season? Guys, let me know your opinions for sure. Bournemouth is in the second position with 18 points. 18 points. Tottenham won this weekend, and they are in the third position with 17 points. I told you about Sunderland. Sunderland is in the fourth position. They maintain their position in the Premier League this weekend as well. In the fourth position with 17 points as well, with the third position. Do you think Sunderland could play Europe next season? I'm not sure. I don't think they could. As time goes on, they will be fatigued, and I don't think they have that bench that could accommodate that kind of formation or that kind of capacity for Sunderland. But let's watch out. They can do something this season. Manchester City is in their fifth position, and for sure, Manchester United winning 3 consecutive times have climbed up to the table, half of the table for sure, sixth position with 16 points. And then Liverpool 7th with 16 points. Aston Villa 15. Aston Villa 15 points on the 8th position, with Chelsea on the 9th position with 15 points as well. And hey, the likes of Crystal Palace 10th for sure. And bottom of the Premier League table, guys. I don't know what actually happened, but then it is what it is. The likes of Nottingham Forest. I don't know. There's a club that posed to be playing European competition this season is on the bottom of the Premier League table, the last 3 of the Premier League table. I can't think far. Sean Dyche need to rise up and do something at agent, because I don't know. I don't want what happened to Ange Postecoglou to happen to him. So Nottingham Forest is on the 18th position. West Ham, this old club, the London club, the Londoners, the Hammers. I don't know what is happening with West Ham, guys, but it looks like West Ham is in crisis. Right now, Nuno Desperito to, I don't know what is happening, but then they are in the 19th position with 4 points. Do you think these last 3 will go on relegation? Guys, let me know your opinions. Wolves, they are in the bottom of the league table with 2 points. Bottom. Wolves, even though investors are coming in to buy the club, but they still say it's not for sale after even offering 400 million for the club. Wolves owners said no, they are not selling. So guys, what do you make up of this? What do you make up of this kind of situation? I hate to see clubs like this. And you could see the likes of Sunderland, the likes of Leeds United, the likes of Burnley. They are actually doing better because they all came from Championship. And last season, I think the teams that came on actually went back to relegation. And now the teams that came on right now, they are surviving in the on the 9th match day 9 or match 9 of the Premier League. They are surviving already, with Leeds United on the 15th position and Burnley on the 16th position. Guys, what do you make up of those performances? What do you make up of Enzo Maresca's performance in Stamford Bridge this weekend? And Pep Guardiola said, yeah, sometimes it do happen, and we losing 1-0 is not something. And he also said something about the preseason before the preseason conference or pre-match conference, that people are not talking about City. Yes, he liked that because they are talking about Manchester, they are talking about Arsenal, they are talking about Liverpool, but then they are also climbing gradually. They will see at the end of the season what is going to happen. Do you think with this statement, Pep Guardiola will still win the Premier League this season? Because it's something that I'm still tipping, because Arsenal, with one slip, you see that they keep on losing because they haven't, after one thing that they did after losing against Liverpool in Anfield, but they still pick up the pieces, and now they are on top of the league table, 4 points ahead of Bournemouth. What do you make up of that performance, guys? For sure, Sunderland also came back. They are in the 4th position. Guys, it is what it is, and it is absolutely what it is. This session of AFRIK Sports Arena with Ashili Sports. Guys, let me know your opinions. Should we change the dynamics? For me, when you are with us, I need your opinions because you are making me to sit here. I need your opinions. So bring in your opinions. Let's digest it. And if it's that we should make it more entertaining, we can still do more, guys. We can still do more with your help. So hit the subscription button, like and share the video. For sure, this is Ashili. This is Ashili with AFRIK Sports Arena, and this session will be coming to you every Mondays, 8 p.m. German time, and we can make it an entertainment for ourselves. Remember, this every midweek or every weekends, there are a lot of games coming on, but rather unfortunate, the champions of champions is not happening this weekend. This midweek. It's not happening this midweek. So for sure, let's relax. There are some midweek games coming on. I don't know whether Premier League will be coming this midweek. I'm not sure that Premier League games will become, but the likes of Bundesliga, okay, they'll be playing poker. Yeah, DFB poker will be happening this midweek in German for German teams, and also Serie A will also be happening. Guys, it's rather unfortunate we didn't go into much of Serie A and also Ligue 1, but then next game we could or next time we could probably bring you more into that for sure, because our time is actually limited today for sure. And hey, it's almost time and we cannot actually bring you more of Serie A and Ligue 1. But one thing you need to understand is Napoli wallop Inter Milan at the weekend. It was a fantastic game for sure. And hey, I don't know how they can actually make it happen. But today, you remember there's a game coming up in few minutes time as Madrid clash. That is Madrid derby, the likes of Real Betis versus Atletico Madrid will be clashing in just few minutes time. So we will just go home and get it done. Maybe next update we'll give you more onto that. So stay tuned, stay blessed, and stay healthy. This is AFRIK TopAfric with AFRIK Sports Arena. It's not about boxing arena. This is sports arena, and for sure, we give it to you wutu as it is. So let me know what you think. And so if you haven't hit the subscription button, like and share the video, and your opinions are highly welcome. Yeah, or let me get to the comments once again for sure. Sita Laskaya Abdul Halik. If you want, you said, some people say Khalik, but it's Halik. So he said, doctor, I think my Man U shirt must be removed from the closet. As I said, let it be hanging there, because the terror of Amorim is coming. The terror of Mbuemo, and also the terror of Matthias Konya is coming for sure. And Scare Crow. Oh, Scarecrow. Thank you very much, my producer. Johnny be good for sure. Scarecrow, thank you for coming on board. Said he's clapping for me, and for sure, this is your host Ashili, and we'll give you meet you next week again. AFRIK Sports Arena. Don't forget the name. Follow us on Facebook. Just follow. Don't worry. Just click following. You see the follow. Click it, and also on YouTube, hit the subscription button. Like and also turn on the notification bell. so that whenever we come on board, you will be the first person to witness the show for sure. And we'll see you next week for sure. If anything, let me know in the comment section. And hey, ciao.
Manga.